This episode is sponsored by Skillshare. The first 500 people to use the promo link in the description will get their first 2 months for 99 cents. No time for a cleverly written intro. We need an action opening. Context? There's no time to get invested in characters or figure out who the good guys or bad guys are or have any idea what's going on at all. But hey, at least it's better than an info dump. Writing an action scene is really easy because... No time for a well-written segue. Let's charge into the breach of writing action scenes. After the initial burst of action, let things get quiet enough for the main characters to form a plan. Because the best time to make calm objective battle plans is in the middle of an adrenaline rush. It's not like the enemy will bother to take advantage of our hero's distraction while they're holding still and shouting, giving away their position. What cunning battle plan will our heroes come up with? Suppressing fire followed by a flanking maneuver? A slow, careful battle of attrition designed to wear down the enemy's resources? Ha! No, they will exchange a few lines of witty banter before wading into the middle of crossfire and beating up minions. Leaving cover and charging through a hail of bullets is totally possible with plot armor. Don't worry, contrary to popular belief, plot armor does not completely protect the heroes. Plot armor does not protect the shoulder area from bullets, nor does it protect the face from minor scratches too shallow to mar the good looks of the protagonist. Otherwise, our protagonist can survive nearly anything. They can jump from one exploding high-speed moving vehicle to another exploding high-speed moving vehicle without even a sprained ankle. Take that, Newton, and your stupid inertia. And explosions are easy to dramatically walk away from. Speculative fiction writers have it easy since they can just magic or tech their way out of their protagonist's story-stopping injuries. Because otherwise, our action story becomes a touching tale of physical therapy and slow recovery after numerous surgeries. We can't have our main characters get beat up because that gets in the way of the power fantasy. Pure power fantasy is the best way to approach action scenes. Our heroes should bulldoze all competition with minimal effort along with that pesky narrative tension, especially if they have superpowers. Be sure to avoid using a character's magic or superpowers in a clever way or tailor each character's combat style to reflect their respective personalities. Having a character use their abilities unconventionally and in distinctive ways to gain an advantage undercuts how cool our main character is. We want the fight to show off our protagonist's relentless strength, not reflect the dynamic ebb and flow of combat. Who would want to read a story about a struggle fought on the razor edge of death, each combatant only a single tiny mistake away from their demise? There's no way the audience can handle that much tension. Also, be careful not to cast the protagonist's death-dealing prowess in a negative light. The hero's opponents should be treated like the soulless, disposable fodder they are, just like in video games. Also, just like in video games, neither side should consider withdrawing from the fight after losing the advantage, nor should anyone panic and run away. Just keep pointlessly shooting at the superhero or monster. I'm sure it will work eventually. Writers should also make sure to completely neglect terrain. Terrain has nothing to do with action scenes, combat strategy, or even chase scenes. It's not like accounting for terrain will help set the scene or establish the spatial location between characters. Instead, we are better off confusing the reader by not keeping proper track of where characters are. We want to keep the reader off kilter, that way they just skim the action scene and miss just how boring and mechanical the prose is. No need to immerse the reader with concrete descriptions and evocative images that capture the fear, violence, and excitement of conflict. In truth, we're just adding an action scene in the middle of the book just to make sure the reader doesn't nod off. Movie scriptwriters are required to insert an action scene mid-movie since it is objective fact that the average movie audience will not be able to sit through a whole film unless there's at least one explosion every 20 minutes. We all know that audiences never get tired of endless, repetitive, and loud action scenes. Does the action scene not fit within the context of the story? Awesome! A jarring, out-of-place action scene will in no way cause the plot to come to a screeching halt until the action is resolved. The exciting nature of action scenes means that they will always help pacing and can never have the opposite effect. Having the events of the action scene drive the plot forward is entirely unnecessary when we can instead watch characters chase each other through expensive sets. I spent a lot of effort creating that elaborate highway chase scene, and by God I'm going to show it off no matter how much it sidelines the plot. Besides, if it's a movie, we already spent millions on the props and stunt work. Can't let that go to waste. Is the story nearing its climax? Better have the final action scene where we blow all the budget on one final confrontation. After building up tension for the inevitable final battle between the hero and villain, it's time to end this. This epic fight needs to come to a screeching halt midway through so the villain can monologue about either how he is going to defeat the main hero, how the protagonist doesn't stand a chance, or how the villain is merely a dark reflection of the hero because the symbolism is so heavy even the characters are aware of it. Unless it's anime, in which case our hero and villain will argue pseudo-philosophy during their final confrontation. After arguing, we can finally finish up our epic fight. Nothing is going to derail the pacing of this final action scene because, oh wait, the love triangle! We have to tie up our romantic loose ends. I am sure those nuclear warheads counting down to launch from orbital satellites can wait long enough for the romantic interest's tearful confession and obligatory kiss. Okay, we can finish the villain off now, right? Oh no, wait, we can't just kill the villain. We need a one-liner to punctuate the hero's victory before he punctuates the villain. You can tell the one-liner is effective when the audience collectively groans and rolls their eyes. Then the hero finishes off the villain for good, or at least until the sequel, and the day's been saved. Now quick, end the story before the collateral damage bill ruins the power fantasy. Want to get better at a skill? Don't wait to get better, take action with Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with more than 18,000 classes in writing, design, video editing, and more. Premium membership gives you unlimited access to high-quality classes from experts that can help you improve your skills and discover new passions. Beginner writers might find the classes Storytelling Fundamentals, Character, Conflict, Context, Craft by Daniel Jose Older and The Creative Writing Project by Steve Alcorn a useful place to get started. Self-publishers with an interest in graphic design should consider checking out Martin Perheniak's InDesign Masterclass and learn how to do your own professional book layout. Skillshare's annual subscription is only $10 a month, making it very affordable. In addition, Skillshare is offering the first 500 TWA fans who check out the link skl.sh/TWA2 the first 2 months of Skillshare Premium for only 99 cents. Click on the link in the description to begin.